Here we have a problem where we're going to actually have to do quite a bit before we can start graphing it. So we have this linear inequality here that says 3x plus 5y is less than or equal to negative 15. Now this is not in the correct form for graphing. Remember, we really need to see y and then mx plus b of some sort with some kind of a sign there in the middle of it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have to rearrange my terms so that I end up with y and then everything else on the other side. So I'm going to move the 3x to the right by subtracting 3x from both sides. So I'll have 5y is less than or equal to negative 3x minus 15. I went ahead and put the negative 3x in front so that it's in the proper order. Now I want y alone, so I'm going to have to divide both sides by 5 to get y is less than or equal to negative 3/5 x minus 3. Now that is in the proper form, and we can see our y-intercept, and we can also see our slope. So we're going to use those to go ahead and graph this first. So negative 3 would be right there. And then our slope says to go down 3 and over 5. So 1, 2, 3 down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over would put us right here. Now that's our first part of graphing inequalities. The second part is we have to decide whether we're going to use a solid line or a dotted line. Now because this has equality in it, we're going to use our solid line this time. So I'm going to draw in my line, and can't make a very straight one there on the computer, but you can get the picture. Now our third and final step is we have to use a test point. Now 0, 0 again is always my favorite test point to use. But if you wanted to use a different one, you certainly could. You could use any point as long as it was clearly on one side or the other of the line. So if I use the point 0, 0, and I'm going to go back to my original problem, I always go back to the original, then that means we'd have 3 times 0 plus 5 times 0 would be less than or equal to negative 15. When we multiply by 0, that's just 0. So 0 is less than or equal to negative 15. Is that a true statement? No, it's not. That's actually a false statement. So the side that contains that point is not part of the solution because it made our inequality false. So instead, we're going to have to shade the other side.